Hi there, my beautiful Libras. Welcome to Eyes to See Tarot and your reading for the next couple of weeks. This is a general freestyle reading, so it's not necessarily centered around love and relationships, but if it comes up in the spread, I'll be sure to let you know. Sorry about leaving you hanging. You must have been on the edge of your seat. Knight of Cups. For your current energies, Libra, I see a little bit of struggle, but some progression. There's some progression in your emotional state. There's an advancement, a graduation of sorts, should I say, there, but it doesn't come without the struggle. It doesn't come without the expectation. I'm seeing expectation. Like I have an expectation about how easy it should be to maintain emotions of this nature. But if you take a good deep look at how you're maintaining those emotions, you'd probably be a lot more proud of yourself. Ace of Wands. There is some action. There's, but we're still maintaining a certain amount of baggage, right? How we're perceiving the past is a little bit different than how we perceived it when we were in it. And of course, I mean, I don't even know why I ventured to say that, but it's a thing. With the Ace of Wands here, we're taking initiative, we're taking action, we're guarding against this happening again. Because, I mean, it's still a little bit painful. With the Three of Swords right here, that stinking thinking, that obsessive in the past, the book that is written. I'm not necessarily saying that it's about the past. I'm saying that something that is written and I am reading it had to have been a past experience, and that's why I'm likening it to that at all. But there is some victory. We're able to maintain it a little bit closer. And I don't know, for the most of you, it doesn't necessarily seem like you're burying it or tucking it away. It does seem like you're diving into it and actually taking a look at it, taking action, fresh action. What's the Ace of Wands about? Because with the Phoenix here, I'm seeing that the Phoenix rises again. There's a chance that we are trying a second lot, right? Or one might be on the horizon. We have the Five of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. But to avoid conflict, we're not making it tangible. We're not making it available in the 3D as of yet, but we are romanticizing the thought of going at it again, whatever it may be, despite the pain from the previous instance. I see the Queen of Wands. We have a new sense of confidence and strength, right? With the Queen here, she's denotive of beauty, grace, style, catching the eyes and the attentions of a lot of people around you. You are actually making waves. Hey, you're making waves. And I'd love to dig just a little bit deeper into the past pain and struggle. But as it turns out, you seem to be making proper progress over the last couple of months into a direction that is focused on what you do have left, you know, and then not only that, what you have to deal with about that past instance. Self-forgiveness is such a wonderful thing, Libra, because we have to be able to forgive ourselves for the part that we played in it or what we did, so it doesn't continue to haunt us in situations that don't call for those kind of actions. Can I see the energy surrounding Libra in the upcoming weeks? Can I see the energy surrounding Libra in the upcoming weeks? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, so there's still a little bit of stuck energy. I have the Nine of Cups in reverse because okay, I can think about it, and I can start to move in a direction that is like I fantasize, I daydream about this thing. I think about how wonderful it would be, but I'm still kind of foreign to the concept at this time. But at least I'm allowing myself, that forgiveness, that freedom, that achievement of the daydream, the fantasy. And I have the King of Cups. Okay, so whereas we might have made it to the Knight of Cups in the upright, we have still not reached the emotional stability of the King of Cups. So he's still in the reverse. My Nine of Cups, my self-fulfillment, my self-contentment is not at where it's supposed to be able to bring it. Maybe that's why you feel a little bit of second guessing about bringing a 3D relationship or situation into the present, right? But it is nice to think about it. It is nice to imagine what it would be like. You know, that giving yourself a second chance, Libra. That's what it seems like is going on. You're actually breaking the surface of the water, right? This is really good news. I love to hear this for you. Now, with that being said, and I have the Seven of Cups in reverse. But the longer you sit in this state, in this idea, I think you're going to start to have memories of the strength and the personality and the contentment, the happiness, the jovial Libra, the content, emotionally stable Libra, the lucky in life and love Libra, the one that's actually the one you were before this thing did happen. It's starting to kind of clear up. We're not going off of, I don't know, what everybody says that we should be doing. We're not going off of what everybody has in plan for our healing or repair. We're not. We're going on what we feel we would like to be on the other end of this devastation, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Bottom of the deck, there is action. There are things happening around you. These things aren't necessarily... have you ever seen somebody try to desensitize a horse? Right? They'll be loud, they'll throw flags, and if the horse jumps or continues to jump, they're not safe to be around children or novice riders. They are going to desensitize that horse. So all these things that are going on around you aren't necessarily at this time meant for you to leap or jump or take advantage of or commune with. They are for you to get a better sense of where you are mentally, emotionally, right? How do I react? How do I feel? It's time to start to get to know Libra again at the back end of whatever this was. And like I said, if you continue to be patient with yourself, if you continue to give yourself that gentle guiding hand, if you continue to be the one that listens to you, right? Because we've already experimented with the idea that nobody they could hear you, they could listen, but they couldn't really hear you. They couldn't really understand, right? So it was up to you to be that for yourself, to be that knight in shining armor, to be that proactive, productive, changing your own diapers, giving yourself your own sponge baths kind of thing while you went through this healing. Devastating, I know. But at this time, it seems like even in the upcoming weeks, it's still not like you're ready to actually engage in a relationship or a job or something like that with another person, right? There's still things that you got to get to know about yourself. And I'm going to just go ahead and leave it at that. Do we have anything else for Libra in the upcoming? Or do I just want some clarifiers? I want some clarifiers. I want some clarifiers. But you see, with the Eight of... That's two eights. The Eight of Wands in the upright and the Eight of Swords in reverse. See, the veil is dropping. You are able to, you're allotted at this time to see little aspects of your personality on the back end of this. You're able to get a good idea of who you are and what you think about certain situations, and sometimes certain situations that you did agree with in your past that were part of your past self will be brought to your attention. You're like, you know what, I really don't dig that part anymore. We're not going to put that into this soup. We're not going to put that into the gumbo, right? So allow yourself to be surrounded by these energies, these communications, these actions, these people, without feeling the need to completely engage. Conversation, action, rides, shopping dates, dinner. It doesn't, whatever it is, just pay really, really close attention to how you feel about it, because it's going to start giving you those feelings, those thoughts, those emotions. They're going to start giving you clues at who you are on the back end of this. And that's the person that you need to get to know, because that's the person that you'll want to invest in the next frontier with, right? But I can only ride a horse through the mountain if I kind of know the horse, you know? There's a little bit of impatience, and there's a little bit of wanting to give up. No, second guessing the idea of procuring or investing in whatever it is that you... and rightly so. So whether this is... subconscious kind of emotion that's kind of holding you back, you know, I don't want to be patient with myself because I don't even want this, you know, and I know I might be setting myself up for this, but I think I changed my mind. It's because of the time that you're still having to focus on yourself. It's kind of bringing you back like a rubber band effect. It's kind of making you force your hand to not look other places. Yes, the end all be all is that we're preparing you for something new and something fresh, right? But you got to clean your house first. You got to be fully content and happy with who you are and what you have, right? And the things that you surround yourself, or the things that you let into your energy field at this time. Well, you see, we got the King of Wands and we got the Queen of Wands, right? With the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So there's something that keeps bringing you back to it, right? And the reason why you're feeling that ebb and flow and second guessing, because I'll repeat it again, it's because we have an idea that we are going to Disney World. We're going to Disney World. And the reason why you don't want to go right now is because you don't have your sunglasses, you don't have your sunscreen, you don't have your clothes packed, right? I haven't even taken the day off of work to go yet, right? But in that sense, there is a reason, and it's not because of your inability to, or it's not because that's not your path. It's because you just have to do a little bit more getting ready before it is. Before it opens up to you, before you allow yourself to walk down it. And that's fine. Because we still have those cooperative forces. Remember, Libra, how they were cooperating with you, people around you. They understood, not really understood what you were going through, but they did understand that they couldn't understand what you were going through. And they're still there for you. Like they're going through the same thing, though. Like they do want to be there for you. They are there kind of supporting, even if they're way in the back cheering from the background. You know, as you explore what it is you like, what it is you dislike, what it is it, what am I, who am I? They're going to be right in the back going, yeah, who are you? We can't wait to meet you either. And there's a lot of twos. There's a lot of back and forths, even for the people that are around you. So it's not just you, and I say that like it's your current energies, but in all actuality, in the upcoming, in the future, you'll still be struggling with this back and forth, and with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Cups in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. All these things are kind of coming together to just kind of keep stirring you in that pot. You know, when we were kids and we got in the swimming pool and we walked around in circles and walked around in circles, we walked around in circles. It wasn't necessarily the walking around in circles in the swimming pool that we were after. It was to let go and let the whirlpool keep stirring us around, right? So in the upcoming weeks ahead, you should see yourself or be in yourself as this whirlpool kind of feeling. And that's going to be completely normal. Because like I said, with the Eight of Wands in the upright, all of these things that are going on around you, as you're processing them emotionally and mentally, that's all part of the process. It's a very, very large part of the process that you will not be able to move on from or move through until you actually complete it. All right. Let's get a little bit deeper, a little bit further. I want to see what should Libra have, I don't know, what should really catch Libra's attention during these upcoming weeks. What should, I like to have signs. I like to have synchronicities. I like to have, like, I'm on that path or I'm on the right path. I like to have little street signs, if you will, you know, updates, landmarks, things that you should be taking into account and comprehending more than others, because sometimes we get thrown off path. We'll do the distraction instead of the actual homework, and that's everybody. That's not just ADHD. That's not just 5-year-olds. That's not just struggling people who are going through a traumatic time in their life. It's really everybody. What should Libra really have an eye open for in the upcoming weeks? What should... Am I stating the question? I'm seeing family, friends, long-standing relationships, people that you know that you can depend on, people you know that you can trust. Yes, there's going to be a lot of influx of new incoming communication. Like I said, with the Eight of Wands in the upright, there are going to be a lot of things that are going on around you. New communication, phone calls, people introducing themselves and stuff like that. But those are the distractions. Those are the ink cards that they put up. Okay, how does this picture make you feel? Okay, how does this picture make you feel? Okay, how does this picture make you feel? And really, don't overexert yourself trying to figure out each one. Just notice the initial. What does it make you feel? Get in touch with your intuition again. We're coming out of that... I see some hospital bed, and I don't know why that's relevant, but a lot of, like, that hospital bedding. We're coming out of that. Yeah, some of you are. Interesting. Okay. And we have a lot to say. You know, we would have a lot to say. We would have a lot to say concerning all these new kind of levels of emotion that we weren't necessarily allowing ourselves to feel or think about because we were so obsessed and so overwhelmed by what had happened, the situation, the pain, the whatever it was, that we really did put a lot between our most intimate self and the devastation, Right. So now that we're coming out of that, now that we're coming out of that hospital bed, that hospital bedding, that tragedy, that whatever, we're coming out of it, we want to cling to family. We want to be around them. Or even if we're around new situations or a new event, say we go out to an event, something makes us feel a certain way, go ahead and call up your people. You know, keep those people kind of close, because like I said, they can't understand what you're going through, but they really do want to be there for you. They really do want to understand. They want you to become the best version of yourself, and they'll two-step with you, back and forth, back and forth. Yes, we know. Yeah, back and forth. I'm ready. No, I'm not. I'm ready. No, I'm not. And it's all good. It's all part of the plan. It's all part of the process. Right? The Knight of... This is like quick to speak, slow to action, right? I usually think things like, judge not lest you be judged first. But during this time, I want you to kind of open yourself up to judging things around you, because they're letting yourself into things that you need to repair about yourself. And that's all good. But we don't necessarily want to make these things make us react, right? We don't want to commit ourselves to any kind of action because we're still healing. But we do want to, we can speak about it, think about it, speak about it, analyze it, and allow it to fall on the ears of those that are closest to us, right? It's focus, it's prioritizing, it's getting your ducks in a row, right? Because if I was acting and speaking, or if I was acting and healing, if I was actively trying to push myself, say, to get a job or something similar to that on the back end of this, I would have a lot more brain processes going on, and my healing might fall to the wayside, or the important markers that I'm looking for in this healing journey as I'm putting myself together like the Tin Man or a puzzle, right? Snapping myself back together a piece at a time, right? But with the Chariot here, the Court of Cancer, we are going ahead and we are moving forward. So the movement forward seems really kind of effortless. It's more of a boat, right? Where the current starts to take you. You can steer the boat a little bit by, I don't want to hit that tree, but there's no paddle, right? You can only kind of think it. We can only kind of steer our boat or deter ourselves away from things, but the currents still kind of carry us along. It's our job to take into consideration or take the pictures as we're going down the Amazon jungle. Oh, that's a cool snake. Oh, that's a cool piranha. Oh, look at that alligator. You know, oh, look at that crocodile. Right. Okay. So it's kind of our job to pay attention to the things that are going on around us at this time without necessarily engaging or committing ourselves to action. And then, like I said, even then, we're leaning on dear, close friends and family, those people that make us feel at home, no matter how homeless or pushed to the side or smayed we might have felt before, right? That we are getting a little bit closer to our home. And that's a good thing. All right, Libra, so I think that's pretty much all I have for you. Congratulations for finally bridging that gap. For finally bridging the gap. Congratulations, Libra. And until next time, like, comment, subscribe. Do hit the bell if you want to be informed next time I upload. And until next time, thanks for stopping at Eyes to See Tarot.